I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Oh, that wasn't too good. Come on. There we go. All right. Turn that off. Oh, I will start at the top. There we go.
Hey, Alan, you stealing my ideas.
I do. I thought I remember seeing one of yours from there. Yeah. I made a slight addition to it, but I can discuss later though. Well, this was just from a parking lot outside Walmart
Oh, gee.
with my cell phone. Yeah.
You're missing the main ingredient here.
Yeah.
I have that as a description as a dog's best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I really liked how red it was and everything else. It looked really cool. So I just put it through a few of these things in Topaz, and just to try and make it a little bit more interesting.
Mhm.
And that's basically it. So it's just you know, misted out the background a little bit and put a few shadows around the edges, and that was about it. But I just liked the form of it and the color of it. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. The color's amazing.
I'll see you've got Photoshop, right, Alan?
yep.
You just mask or just cut that out as an object and
No.
then put it someplace where it absolutely doesn't belong.
Okay. All right. I can try that.
No,
The middle of the ocean, you're on an iceberg.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
pictures like this, like a fire hydrant in the middle of Death Valley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or a living room.
I will try that, Steve. Then we can blame it on you. Good idea.
I guess you could put it next to the urinal in the men's room.
Yeah.
Alternative.
I like the treatment though, Alan. Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just it really didn't need anything, to be honest with you. I just thought I'd play with it a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Good fun. Yeah. I like the way the background's going out of focus. That helps too.
Yeah. There was somebody else walking in the background, which I took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's good for that.
All right.
Has anybody been up to the safari park in Florida?
No.
No?
Where is
You
that?
go up like you're gonna go to Fry's. They just keep going up the road a little bit over the hill and around the curve, and then they've got a park there, but they've got all kinds of brass statues, animals,
Oh, yeah.
gorillas, chimpanzees, all that
Huh.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Hmm.
Pretty cool.
So I think you took a photo of this entrance a long time ago, Steve, and
Yeah.
we went there to pick up some of these test kits.
Yep.
We're all out of, but anyway, I just took this with my cell phone, and I straightened up a little bit. There was some flower pots in either side.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what goes with the library? So, so I put this book in the entrance at the back there. I thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's neat.
Thank
Works
you.
out well.
Turned out really well.
Did you have the smoke and the stars?
Nope, that was in this image that I
That was in the image. I got you.
nicked off the internet somewhere.
Okay.
But it was, they had some really other nice images that worked similar to that.
Mhm.
But, I was pretty pleased with that actually. So.
Yeah.
And then I just had a little bit of a vignette around the edges and increased the texture around the edges as well. So.
Mhm. Now, did you cool off the tiles on the bottom here?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of planters at either end,
Right.
and I had to take them out and kind of try and imitate them,
Yeah.
I guess, or fix them
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I like the way this cool grounds
Yeah.
image, and it's kind of like a reflective light coming out of what's
Yeah.
behind here. It ties it together nicely.
Now the top of the arch there isn't quite perfect, but I thought it was close enough for what I was doing.
Yeah. When you're dealing with hard edges like that,
Yeah.
if you make the mask
The
by
line.
using path, with line art, and then
Yeah, I
converting it.
remember you telling me that, Sandy. I just
Yeah,
couldn't quite. I was just in it, and I was doing it with that magnetic selection in
Mhm.
Photoshop, and I thought it did not too bad a job. But yeah, I could probably go back in there.
yeah, it's pretty easy to do, especially if you got it in layers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but nice colors as well.
yeah.
And I bet you most people walk past that entrance and don't even give it a second thought.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's quite a nice piece of artwork.
Yeah, they've done a good job.
Yeah.
And the other ones, the other two, Alan, have different motifs. I mean,
Yeah.
they have all the animals, the desert animals up along the
really?
arch. So, yeah.
I guess I've never looked at them that closely. I'm one of those that does pay attention.
Kangaroo rats
Yeah.
and yes.
Oh,
Snakes.
Kangaroo, yes.
Nice.
Oh, we're good. We're good to go on if you wish. So I had this photo in last week, and was it Gene we were talking with?
Right.
right.
And he suggested to put this kind of sheet music in the background. So I played around a little bit with that. So I just thought I'd bring it back and to see what you guys thought of that.
I like it.
Yeah, nice.
It works.
Yeah. It just gives it an added dimension to it.
Yeah. You can ghost this edge a little bit, so it's
Yeah.
not hard, or stretch it, one or the other.
You know what? I think I might have uploaded the wrong one because I fixed that.
Okay. Very good. So you're obviously aware of it then.
Now, this wasn't one of the violinists down at the Safeway shopping center.
This is
anymore.
this is actually my daughter-in-law. She's
Okay.
she's a professional musician. So
Okay.
Yeah.
this
And
was-
not the parking lot scammer is.
Yeah.
no, she can really play.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
You think that adds to the background too, or?
I think so.
Yeah.
Looks good.
yeah,
I think so.
it's nice.
I was thinking also that little green light on the violin, because it's an electric violin, right? Should that
Oh,
be taken out, you think, or?
I don't know. Maybe tone it down a little bit. And then do you remember what blend mode you used for the sheet music? Or is it just transparent?
It's I just brought it in and I just toned down the
Opacity.
tonality of it or whatever. Yeah.
Of the opacity?
The opacity of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you might try a couple of different blend modes to see if you can knock down the white background of it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you may have to adjust the opacity again too.
Anyway, I was playing with that.
Yeah, because
so,
I liked all these
yeah.
back here. So
Yeah, good.
might be nice to get those back a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I guess you could do with a mask too.
Right.
Nice.
Ooh.
And
I'm going to zoom in a little on this one. There we go.
yeah, this was after the rain on Friday morning.
oh,
Friday morning wasn't a really good day for me. I had a little heart attack on Friday, so
Oh,
Oh,
there's no such thing as a little heart attack, Alan.
yeah.
it's maybe a wee bit bigger than a little one, but it
Yeah.
was.
hmm
Anyway, that was before that happened, and the bush that's behind, it's just at the back of my house here. it was just loaded with all the dew and raindrops and stuff. And the sun was on it. It was just amazing.
Yep.
So I got a
Yeah.
couple of shots of that, and I had to put it on a tripod because I couldn't hold it steady enough to get it sharp enough. So
Yeah, I tried doing it without a tripod between the branch moving,
yeah,
trying to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
it's pretty impossible. So
Uh,
so I put a little. I don't know if it really needed it, but it is. I put a little effect on it in topaz just to change it a little bit. And I also put in Photoshop, I added that little lens effect on it there as well.
Mm.
Yeah, lens flare. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
mhm. Nice.
You know, it didn't really, it added these lines to it that you can see.
Yep.
Mhm.
But these other fine lines, I think, are actually spider web.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, they're part of the lens flare.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I mean, I was just playing with that one. I have done a few variations of that, and anyway, it was just a play thing. But the next one is a similar shot, but a wee bit more
yeah.
serious. So
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
yeah, this is a 105 macro lens, and it's fairly close to it, and it's still zoomed in quite a way. So these droplets are actually very small.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't even think to go out after it had rained.
Yeah, well, the bush was it was just all lit up with the sunshine.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
And
sun
that's
was,
what I have.
go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, the sun was kind of fickle that day, so had to kind of catch it just right.
Yeah, I like the effect in the droplets, though.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and the way they're showing
Yeah.
the background in focus, and then you've got the actual background out of focus. It's nice.
Thank you.
Very good.
Good job. All right, let's take a quick look at Neo. Let's see here, we'll go to favorites.
Well, Alan, I take it you probably went to the hospital.
Yeah, I went over to my wife took me over to Santa Cruz. And
Do they have a cath lab? They've got a cath lab there, don't they?
it wasn't operational.
Oh, really?
So they put me in a helicopter and took me into Tucson.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
How long ago was this, Alan?
it was in last Friday morning.
New Year's Eve.
And here you are. Wow.
That's
Did
amazing.
they just have to put a stent in, or a couple stents?
Got 3 stents and
3
yeah.
stents?
Oh, well.
Oh. He's part of the Marvel universe, Jim.
Yeah.
So now I've joined the big H club, I guess. So
All right. Well, good to see that you're in good spirits after all that.
thank you.
Okay, so the interface is quite similar to Luminar AI. As you can see, I'm going to move this over to this side, you guys over here. So when you want to go to edit, it's up here. The only thing that I haven't seen, and this is not a finished product yet, I don't see any presets in here yet. If you and they move the eye, the before and after, and the zoom from here down to here.
Damn programmers.
Actually, I like it there better because you always reach in the corner. So
I got to justify their existence. I'm going to move the eye.
Yeah.
well, they got to keep you on your toes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why they're charging you all that money for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Now, the other cool thing they did was after you do something, instead of just history, they actually give you a stack of things you've done, and you can go back and open them up and redo them. Like here, I'm just going to clear them.
Good. That's a welcome change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you can reuse the tool over and over again. So every time you close it and open it up again, it's like starting over.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. So let me clear this thing. Let's see. I believe this is the one I selected for stuff in the sky. Yeah, there's a few things there, but it's pretty minimal. But I found it does a nice job in getting rid of things in the sky. Let me see if I can.
Oh, they have that dust removal tool now, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Well, you have dust spots removed down there, so I presume you've already done that.
yeah, I'm gonna delete that and maybe it'll. Yeah, here they are. So you're seeing them now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's go back here.
That automatically takes them out.
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, if you go to erase and you go down to remove dust spots and look around, and they're pretty much.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So if you
that
do,
helps.
I need one of these.
yeah. Although, like there's a little bloom here from this cloud that you may not like, you can change that. So you could actually go in there with an erase tool and, change it up a little bit. Modify it that way. So that's kind of cool. Let's go back and pick this one. I thought I zeroed all these out, but I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, this one's back. So this one's got a lot of power lines in it. I was just curious to see how well it does the job. So let's have a look.
Oh, it's got lots of colors.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we got to edit here and get back down to erase again and just do remove power lines. First
Well,
glance,
not
it
bad.
looks
Yeah.
pretty good, but
Yeah.
then you start looking around and
Well,
Yeah,
the
some
light
stuff
pole's
up.
got a.
Yeah. Yeah.
I realized like this area here got
Excuse
all
me again.
Yeah.
mixed up. So it still needs a little more of it,
Sure.
but and it really knackers type.
Yeah,
For the
Yeah.
most part, it gets a lot of your work done.
yeah.
It would take a long time by hand to do
Oh,
that.
geez, yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So it's showing some promise. And let's try one more here.
Yeah, that was a pretty cluttered
Yeah.
scene there, though. Yeah.
Now these aren't power lines; they're structural bars on here. But let's see if we can get up to like 50%. Yeah, so they're holding the structure up, and my zoom menu keeps getting in the way of these edits up here.
And like the some of the row houses in Charleston, where they have them bolted together.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you'll see a bolt head on one side of the house and then a nut on the other, and there's
Yeah.
a shaft running
Yeah.
through there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll do remove
Yeah.
power lines here and see what happens.
And that was simply because of an earthquake they had there back in, I guess, the 1800s.
Yeah. So first glance, this looks pretty good too.
Yeah.
You start looking
Yeah.
over in here, you can see that it's kind of eating up the side of this thing. And
Yeah.
some over here.
Right.
But you can actually go in there and using restore. So like you can take a brush and, you know, paint this area and then hit restore. You can build some of that back.
Wow. Okay,
Oh,
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Oh,
huh,
that works.
And you
Okay.
can go in there and, you know, get rid of anything that bothers you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's pretty
Yeah.
snazzy.
It's got a lot of promise. So then,
Yep.
yeah, so then you can go back in here and say, and get over, and just get rid of this, you know, just go like that.
Yep.
Hit erase. And you're pretty close.
Hmm.
Then, you know, I would start in Photoshop and do a round trip and use your clone tool or healing tool to fix a lot of this. And I think between the two, you can probably get it to work pretty well.
wow.
mhm.
Yeah. So probably with a healing brush, you'd probably do a little better getting stuff like that out. But for the most part, I think it looks promising. So I'll keep you guys posted. And any of you bought Luminar already, the Neo, you know, I guess they're pushing it back. It was supposed to be out in February. I guess they're going to push it back a little bit, but they have a group you can join, and then they give you a link to download it. The only thing you have to do is give them feedback, which is good, so that they
Yep.
got to see how it works.
Right.
Cool.
People. All right, let's move
It'll
on.
be fun to play with.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go to Jim Bowman.
Oh, wow.
So you asked for some more of India last time,
Yeah.
at least last time I was around. So this is a group of street shots that I took in India. Actually, this one, there's a few in here that are of Nepal, but this is Nepal actually,
Mhm.
but it's the same thing.
Cool.
Did you ask them for permission, Jim, or did you just do it candidly, or?
Yeah, no, well, obviously, I didn't get written permission, but yeah, I got tons of permission because they posed.
Right.
Nice.
That's quite the moustache, that guy has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This what?
Quite the moustache.
Oh,
Is he's the man something like a priest or? is-
yeah. Well,
yes.
yeah, he was.
Mhm.
Kind of, they call them sadhus.
Mm.
They're they've renounced the world.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like the curving behind him too.
Yeah. Anyways, go on to the next guy. This guy is from well, maybe you've heard of the tea plantations. He was near a tea plantation in India, and I caught this guy. He had a nice face, or kind of a nice jolly face.
Yep.
Yeah. Now she is a little soft, and I'm gonna try the new sharpen that Topaz has out.
Okay.
Now I played with this yesterday, and I noticed that if I go to Photoshop first, it seemed to do a better job than if I did it straight. So let's just open that up.
Yes, so far I'm not too impressed with it.
Did you get the new one?
Yes, but I haven't used it much, but I'm not. too
This
impressed.
is
It's still doing artifacts sometimes. I didn't notice that many artifacts on it when I took it round trip out of Photoshop for whatever reason. I did when I just took it straight, so that's kind of bizarre.
I've had pretty good results with the Sharpen AI.
Mhm. But just leaving it in the automatic mode here, I found that it does take a while to update, though. You can see it's still working on that. I'll tell you what, let's go to your other images and we'll come back here in a minute. Okay.
So this is at the Red, they call it the Red Fort. Now, that's in Delhi.
Mhm.
Um, I just liked his face. His face is really,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful face. How long were you over there?
well, I've been several times, so,
Mhm.
but usually, you know, a month or so.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Gives you enough time to get the real feel of the place.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Now this
Yes.
is
I
back in
like this.
Nepal, and she's in a little village, and so, you know, they, believe it or not, they believe in kind of like this, similar to the Muslims, in a face cover for the women.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Even though she's Hindu, she covers her face.
Mhm.
But I like the way the face, I like the half covering or 3/4 covering
Yeah.
of her face.
Yeah, it's really
Kind of-
different, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of mysterious look.
Mm-hmm.
And the eye contact's wonderful.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
And these are going to be the folks that outlive us all, Sandy.
Right. This is a nomad who was, he just had a flock of sheep that he was tending, and they just travel all over the country. And they don't belong to a state or a kind of geography. They just continuously move along, and I found this guy pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
So I'm just amazed by the the dichotomy between them and us,
Mhm.
and the total difference in lifestyles. I mean, just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And we get all whiny if, you know, we can't get shrimp scampi in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they adapt to what they have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I saw something on Nextdoors, and I know nobody goes there, but it was somebody was complaining about javelina poop in the backyard. And I went,
Oh, I know. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Really?
Amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
Oh
Just
yeah,
take-
look at that.
yep.
That is, yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, the beard is much sharper.
Yeah, and the eyes and everything else.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
So I'm gonna process.
And now, which setting did you use? Because, you know, it has a whole list of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just let it use the automatic and let it go to default and just didn't change anything just to see how well it could.
Oh,
fit
here it is. It
out on
says
its
too
own.
Yeah,
soft,
it just-
very blurry. I see. Down
Yep.
below, you see
Yep,
the
tells you what it uses.
too soft and blurry. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we were, and here's where we are.
Yep.
And you could easily, you know, if you wanted to keep the background softer like that, you know, you just mask this off and
Got
bring the
it.
background back in. In fact, you might even want to bring, bring some softness back to here so everything focuses on his face.
Yeah.
Right,
That's your
right.
choice. So you can go in there and just basically get yourself a, oh, let's see how big of a, I guess we can get a fairly big brush and just kind of blow it in there. And a trick, if you don't already know this, is you can turn the layer off below it and see where you're painting.
Oh,
Make sure you don't miss anything. Yep. Yeah, and then I would go back to white and get a smaller brush, you know, and then bring him back. And then turn it on. That's where you can do your blending if you need it.
oh, I see.
There you go.
Right.
Very good.
So just, and what, in other words, you just put about what, 10 or 15% on there?
No, I put full black on there. Like, here's the mask. It's solid black. But what I did was I pulled the background through without pulling him through. So if you look at it, you can see that he's the only thing left on this layer above.
Yep.
So that
Right.
basically,
But like his shawl there, you didn't mask completely. You only gave like maybe a 15% to it of out of focus.
no, I brought it fully back. You see, it's all black here. If I wanted to do 15%, I can go in there and then say maybe I wanted to do something like that, where I want to bring some of the sharpness back. Then I could bring that back. So now you can see.
Are you
where-
talking about the percent blur, Jim?
the percent of the
percentage
mask.
of blur. How did,
Oh, I didn't blur it at all. All I did was bring the background back, the original back.
Ah, okay, yeah. So that was how soft the background, how soft the
That's
original
how
picture
it was
Jim.
beforehand.
oh, I
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah, if I turn this mask off, you can see it's sharper here now.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
sharp.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there, it makes sense. Okay. Well, that was good. That was a good lesson.
That was a very good one.
Okay, great. All righty. Let's go to Jim Murphy.
Did we get all yours, Jim? I guess we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know, this was just a stupid cactus that was blooming when it shouldn't be. And it was in the morning, so it had stuff, and I messed around with it and it never really got anything too special. I softened it and then I sharpened it and then I softened it. And this is what I ended up with, so.
Well, I like the color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the droplets do add to the picture.
Yeah. Ultimately, I decided to soften it, and then I sharpened the droplets a little bit. And I brought the yellows out and so on and so forth. So I just spent a lot of time kind of spinning my wheels, but that's what I came up with.
Yeah, the yellows almost look like they're, golden glow here, so.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on to the next one, I think. So
Okay.
not much to learn from that. So this was I don't see a lot of raccoons in Arizona. So
No.
Yeah,
I saw this guy and he was quite a ways off. He was pretty leery, and he looks a little maybe a little lighter than some of the raccoons that I see up north. But yeah, I couldn't get too close. I was on a tripod, so I could crop it up.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh.
Other than that, I didn't do anything with the photo.
Where was this, Jim?
This was at Sweetwater Wetlands.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Same day I saw the bobcat, I saw this fellow.
Ah,
They
Well, I
are
mean,
cute.
yeah, it's a good treatment though,
Yeah.
James, because, he's in good focus along with the foreground, and then everything drops off in the background. So it's well done.
yeah.
You, all right. Well, let's move on to the next one, I guess.
All right. Did you have any more detail up here? Or?
I processed this one really quickly and I didn't look at that. I think it looks blown out to me, probably.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can try to pull down the highlights and see if there's anything. there.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you have animals that are
Oh, yeah.
black and white.
Yeah. You
So,
bet. You bet. Wow.
Oh, I love the wood
Oh,
duck.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's beautiful.
Good one. Good one. Yeah.
yeah, so it's hard. I spent all summer trying to get close to a male wood duck, and I saw quite a few male wood ducks, but they were always out in the middle of the pond. But I was able to get close to this guy, so maybe 12 feet or so. And so,
He's a handsome fella.
That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah, look at those colors, unbelievable.
yeah.
Great texture. That is nice.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That'd be hanging on my wall.
Yeah.
I did another version. The bill's blown out. You'll see on the bill there, that white area is a little blown out. I did another version and I apparently, once again, I uploaded the wrong one here, but I did paint that in with orange. Because it's blown out, you can't do anything. So I took a paintbrush and painted it in,
Yeah.
selected colors and did that.
Very nice.
Hey, Jim, I was wondering on the bottom of the picture on the right side,
Yeah,
what was that there? How does that?
on the picture on the right side.
That looks like a rectangular area. don't it?
Rectangular area that's like a reflection.
Oh.
You see it on the very bottom in a
I'm not
long rectangular.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on my, I think my lower part of my Zoom thing's blocking it.
No, I'm not seeing it either.
I'm not seeing it
No.
either.
You talking about over here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right
exactly.
there. Yeah, right there.
I don't see anything.
It goes.
Yeah.
Water
I see
drops,
it.
that's about it.
It goes from the middle of the image, bottom middle, to the right-hand side. And it's up maybe about, I don't know, about half an inch or so.
Oh, I think I see what you're talking about, but
Right in there,
Yeah,
right near his cursor,
just below that.
below there.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
Feathers.
Right there. Yeah.
No, just all of it, the whole.
where your cursor is.
There,
Yeah.
that part right there.
Mhm.
It seems like it's out of place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't figure out what that was.
it's strange that not everybody can see this.
Yeah.
I see that. I mean, I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, that's wings. That's the
Yeah.
wings.
yeah.
That's just part of the duck.
Yeah.
Try the dog.
right. No,
It
it's
looks
just
like
part-
a
it's just-
reflection
yeah,
from here.
Doesn't look right.
there was a reflection. I just cropped it out.
Oh,
Oh.
It's just part of the bird.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it appears to be part of the bird. Nice job.
All right.
Hmm.
This is a kestrel down at the Canoa Pond.
Oh, yeah.
He comes every day down there pretty much, and I topazed him. And then his head was pretty much in the shadow. I lightened the head a little bit, and but did have some morning sun under the wings. So I think I used two. I think I used one called pen and ink and expressionism. I think I used like two different effects on this, just playing around.
Hmm.
very
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do a couple things. I think maybe
Oh yeah, that could go.
take
for
that
sure.
out. And then in
Yeah,
here,
the patch between the legs.
Oh yeah,
I would just bring the blue in there.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the effect.
Yeah.
Works nicely.
And I spent some time on this, and it really I couldn't really save this picture. That shadow is just too annoying to me. I thought, well, it's really busy with all these branches. Maybe I could topaz the branches and you know, make it work. But then at the end of the day, that shadow is just too distracting. So it's not a good picture.
Looks like an eagle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Harris's hawk.
Harris is not.
Yeah, this is also at Sweetwater.
Mhm.
Same day as I got the raccoon and the bobcat.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe cropping some of this stuff out, but I really like this branch. So,
Yeah.
you know, coming down tighter. Let's just take a peek. Well, yeah, that could work. And maybe just
Pretty busy picture, really, with
yeah,
all the stuff
darken this
going
up a
on.
little bit.
Yeah, what's going on?
I
It's
don't know
interesting.
if
Yeah? I like it.
knocking this out of focus would help or not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. That's a possibility too. Nice bird.
Yeah, they're cool birds.
Hmm. Nice. Well, I think this one's definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's just gorgeous.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's the winner.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, nice work.
It's sort of like having a beautiful woman for a model. It makes your photo look better.
Yep, subject matter helps.
Okay, I haven't done much in the last couple of weeks, so I went back through old stuff and I was in statue mode. This is from a city park in Indianapolis, Holiday Park.
Oh.
And these old ruins were brought, in fact, I just looked them up, from a building in New York City back in the 1950s that was getting demolished. And so they were putting the ruins up for sale, and Indianapolis had an arboretum at this park at the time, so they won the bid. And there's 3 or 4 of these different types of ruins, these guys. So I took this into Topaz, brought the texture up, the detail up just a little bit because of the bricks. I mean, obviously these ruins are old, so there's not, you know, there's wear on the statues themselves.
Yep.
And then I took it into Luminar and put in a different sky. It was kind of a bright blue day.
Yeah. But this guy goes better with the color of the
Yeah,
main part
that's
of the
what I
image.
thought. Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, I would do the same thing I told Jim, just maybe clone some of this darker stuff into here.
Okay.
It's not so
Okay.
bright here.
Yeah.
I really like the stains and some of the patina on him and the, you know,
Yes.
Yeah, the ivy or whatever it is.
dead fly, you know, leaves and the green leaves play off each other nicely.
Good one. Good one, Kim.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yeah, real nice.
This is also
Oh.
Indianapolis. This is downtown on Monument Circle. Really didn't, well, I did a little bit of work on this. They're up along the top. There were parts of little pillars or whatever they are. So I took those and just blurred them out. So it just made it dark like some of the other marble around her face. But this is a huge, if you've ever been to downtown Indianapolis, Monument Circle is a big statue or tall monument. You can actually go to the top, I think. We never did it, to Civil War and other war. It's kind of a war memorial. I just found this interesting because of the black coming down her face
Mhm.
and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's strict side lighting, it looks like, which I think brings out some of the contrast
Mhm.
nicely.
Yeah, and the textures in the wall too.
Yeah.
You may carry on.
I'm just looking.
Uh-huh.
I like where the background's getting soft, but then it's sharp here. Maybe you soften this up so that it brings this edge and this plane forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that might help.
I wonder about how that actually occurred, Cindy.
Well, she did some
Yeah,
work.
because I didn't, other than what I did up there, and I took those in, those things I did individually. I didn't touch the rest of it except to bring it in Topaz, just do a little detail enhancement.
Yeah.
But I really didn't touch, it was just along the top where you can see where those 5 items were that I did anything, you know, I blurred those.
Hmm.
But I didn't do anything else.
You know, maybe this is a patch or something. It's got more
Yes.
texture than the rest.
That could be.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah. Sunlight streaming
Looks like
through
it's
there.
getting
It's the
more
angle of
sun,
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's getting more sun to edge it up
Yeah.
than the rest of it.
Because you can see over here on the right side of the statue, the head itself, that it almost goes back to looking soft
Right,
in the shadow. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, because it's missing all the texture.
Yeah.
From the side light, yep. Okay,
And this was something in my, the skull was in, I think it still is actually in my parents' backyard. So again, just took it into Topaz, brought out the detail a bit, and then masked it and put a texture in the back of it. Just to get rid of the brick wall and all the rocks and everything around it. So this was just kind of a fun
Mhm.
masking challenge.
Mhm.
It turned out well.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
I was kind of pleased with the way it turned out, yeah.
Yeah, the skull, I mean, the skull really pops off that wall.
Mm-hmm. And the texture I chose kind of reminds me of the color of like buckskin, a bit like buckskin or rawhide.
Mhm.
nice.
Nice one.
Okay,
And then this is back up in Phoenix. And this is at Taliesin West.
Oh.
Just one of the statues, one of the sculptures there. Again, took it into Topaz and put a little bit of put a different background on it, a different texture on the background, just to try and kind of tone things down a little bit.
mhm.
Did this statue have a name?
You know, it probably does, but I didn't write it down. I don't remember what it is.
Mhm.
Taliesin West is just an interesting place. It's just, it's really neat. They do hour-long docent tours.
Uh,
Just a really
I think-
interesting place.
To me, that's a rather disturbing statue.
Yeah, but, yeah, looks like migrants in the ocean trying to
Yeah, I
get to
mean,
Europe or something.
I wish I suppose if I got on their website, it might have, you know, stories of all the sculptures that are there and say something about it. I just didn't,
Mhm.
I really
Yeah.
don't know.
I was going to say, might have been a hot tub.
No, because there's a lot of them that are underwater almost. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know, well, you could try gradation, you know, in the background and,
You know, I tried, but of course, then I wasn't patient enough to then try and take it off the head of the one over on the left because it was grabbing that.
yeah. But if you use the,
And Alan, who wants to take 20 kids into the hot tub with them?
Well, I know my grandkids like going in it, so.
all right, we're gonna go into camera raw. I don't know if, for those who have Lightroom, I've mentioned before, you can do the same thing. So you've got this new icon here for mask.
Yep.
And this time we're gonna do a linear gradient and maybe we'll just follow the angle here. And maybe not quite that much. And then we can move it down depending. But it'll stay red until you change something. So let's just take the exposure down a little bit. See, I'm thinking maybe it could go down a little more.
I wonder what would happen if you tried the select subject on that, Sandy.
Yeah, that might work.
If it would grab, if
Yeah.
it would grab just the statue itself and then,
Well, let's do this. We're gonna do,
I'm trying to think if I tried that or not. I don't remember.
all right, so here we've got a fairly severe gradient. In fact,
yeah,
if we're gonna do select subject, let's take it all the way down. And make it really dark. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up here and I'm gonna intersect mask with select subject. Let's see if that works. No, it worked the opposite of what I wanted to do. Now maybe it'll let me
Invert.
just invert that part. There we go.
boom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
makes it pretty easy.
okay.
Yeah.
Now you want to add this in, right? And this where the
Right.
holes are. So you go here, add, take a brush, and make sure you've got where is it? Yeah, auto mask selected.
Yeah.
And just go in there and paint it on.
Yep,
Okay.
down it goes.
Hmm.
Not a lot of work.
No.
Now, this is the cool part. Okay, you can go back to your linear gradation here. And with that other mask in place, you can move it.
Yeah,
And
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
background according.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you can even, make it a harder fall off, move it more forward, make it even more dark.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can do all that after the fact.
Right.
Kind of neat. So there you go. That might be a little dark, but
A little better.
yeah, you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
still that popped it right out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice, yeah.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That's it for you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Steve. See what you've been up to while you've been away.
Some of the stuff I've revisited,
Oh.
this was done in a much brighter tonality. It was oranges, reds. I took it all into blue. I like the effect a lot better in blue.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That looks awesome, Steve.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Where did you get that one in the foreground?
The statue,
Yeah.
that's down at Tubach, right next to the coffee shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the Indian princess, was that?
That's a rendering. So that was done in DAZ
Uh-huh,
3D.
nice.
I couldn't hire one.
Yeah, the picture ones listen better anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like the textures in there.
Yeah, that it was done in Topaz. I think took it all down there, and
Yeah, I really like the way it rendered the buildings. Nice.
this next one's just a second effect taken from the his left side, I guess. Looking up, and then the sun was added in Luminar.
Mhm.
And the texture, I think, was added in Topaz, so it did went through a couple iterations.
Really cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I like the effect of the sun on the statue itself, and the
Mhm.
golden tones added to this one. So
Yeah.
Right.
Really cool. I like it.
Yeah.
very nice.
And this one's my piece on 2021, I think. That
Looks like a bug.
I just call this the fiery scream, I think it is. So
No.
Oh, yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
it's done in a couple different ways. Again, there was a lot of mirroring going on here with the tree branches. And then those were pulled up, I think, in topaz and turned into fiery branches. The background is actually one of the little nooks down at Tumacacary that I took a picture of during their All Saints night, Kim.
Oh,
There was a candle in that, but I
wow.
took the candle out and then split it and mirrored it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nice job.
And this one was just a rework of one of the ones I'd done previously, the Ghost Rider, but treated this one a little bit differently. I think I put it through colorization in Photoshop and then took it back into topaz and played with it there. So, and using the masking capabilities again in Photoshop to pull the statue out of the background, because there was a lot of crap in the background, buildings and bushes.
Right.
Cool.
Nice. Kenny, you gotta really watch those loops in closed areas because they don't get selected
Yeah.
when you mask.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice though. You got all these.
Yep.
Good. All right.
And the last one is again one of my favorite statues down in Tubac.
Oh.
Pulled out, and a lot of the upper shadows from branches were removed on the statue itself, and then pulled into a scene that I had taken up in the Catalinas, I think up around Windy Point.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then that was pushed into, I think it was Lightroom, and given the, not Lightroom, but Photoshop, excuse me, and given the oil painting effect pretty lightly, but it's there. So
Yeah. Now, did you do two different effects on one on the subject and one on the background, or is that the same?
it should be the same, I think.
It's interesting the way it works itself around here versus a little more linear here. Does a real nice job on the foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was pretty easy pulling the statue out and then, plugging it into the scene and darkening down here along the bottom edge, the rocks and the brush. So, and I think I got lucky because the shadows on the statue are pretty much in the right orientation for the bushes over on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this would be a chance encounter in the Catalinas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say your time was well spent.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot. This is just part of it. So
Well, looking forward to seeing more.
I'll bring some of the more psychotic stuff in later.
You
Okay.
smoke something while you're working on these, or
What was that, Don?
I said, you smoke something while you're working on these? Is or what?
No, not usually. I'm not.
You
I
got some
won't.
great
I
ideas.
won't.
I just can't come up with that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I won't deny it completely, but no,
Won't confirm or deny.
that's just my imagination running loose.
You got a great one, I tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you guys up here now. Okay.
Okay, these are mine. This is a field trip down to the new Sahuarita Library. That I've seen partial pictures of it in the paper, but went down, spent an hour or so one Sunday morning. because I wanted to do some black and white architectural photography. Because I think architectural and portraits are
Yeah.
where black and white holds its own against color.
Well, I
So,
guess that library's been really controversial when,
yes, that's what I read about it. And
Yeah.
well, you see some of the parts that probably create the controversy. This is pretty much straightforward,
yeah,
but I was just trying to do something that might show up in Architectural Digest. It's an illustration of the library.
Yeah, the architecture here almost, in this particular shot, almost looks similar to the campus up on Continental,
yeah.
community college. Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
just
quite different.
all of this was just done in Lightroom or Photoshop, pretty much conventional.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this is one of the more controversial parts of it. I'm not sure what it is, kind of a little patio, because it's only a single-story building. It's not a stair tower that I can tell. But there's two of these, but I just took this one, was myself the most dramatic. So,
I think these are probably the elements that churned the controversy.
right, yeah, the front end looks like something that could have been done back in the 60s, I suppose, even with a just linear layout. But anyway,
I think
this,
the biggest issue they had was whether it fit in with the overall architecture of Suarita, and I'm not even sure what the hell that is. So,
yeah, well, kind of Southern Arizona stucco
Exactly.
style, I guess.
yeah,
But anyway, yes, it is different. In Tucson, it wouldn't be controversial, I don't think.
right.
Here, it did get some comments apparently, but it's different.
Too bad. I really like the
Yeah.
direction here, and then you've got the nice dark sky.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and
That was leading in. Very nice.
Well, it's nice
Well,
when-
plus your the brush in the front really adds to it,
yeah, that's what I like.
Here,
A little contrast, but
and the shadows here on the left-hand side,
yeah,
all the detail in the shadows. That's beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, that I usually do get a lot of odd angles in the pictures, and
Yeah.
on the left side of that roof, that's not a halo that came from darkening the sky. It's actually those slats going up a little above the beam behind them and the sunlight hitting those. So it looks like the kind of halo that I've often gotten when I
over
start
here, yeah,
darkening the sky. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but that's really the way it is.
it's nice.
nice one.
Very nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you get a little bit of this organic stuff undulating this way instead of all
Yeah,
the sharp
Yeah.
things that are going on here.
yeah.
Just enough to set it into its environment. Very nice.
And that back corner ended up at a weird angle. I was using probably 18 millimeter
Yeah.
setting on the zoom and distorted that, but I managed to straighten up the main tower. But that sent that corner
Right,
spray.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So,
it works.
Mhm. Yeah, it kind of offsets this stuff going in too.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
And then this comes this way, which is kind of counterintuitive.
yeah. Yeah, those things are skewed. Some of the columns are not vertical.
Oh, yeah. No,
Ah,
they're not. They're not.
gotcha. So is this over near the police station and the village hall in that area, or?
Well, this is right off Sahuarita Road
Yeah.
by the schools. Just maybe a quarter mile east of I-19.
Mhm. So it's on the north side of the road? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, yes.
So it'd be over in the south. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's separate from the main
the main area. Yeah, I got you.
city buildings.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a little ways down from Fry's gas station, I think.
Right.
on that
Oh,
side.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay. I got you.
Yeah,
So you just go up there.
to the east of it, it starts, I think there's a elementary or middle school and then the
Yeah.
high school down
Yeah.
there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look for that. I haven't been up that way in a while.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't get inside. It was closed, but
Mm,
might do that sometime just to see what's there.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, now this is a totally different place. This is on our trip to Santa Barbara over the holidays. And this is out on the main pier that comes off the State Street downtown. And I think this is a little restaurant on the projection out from the pier, but I like the pelicans.
Yeah.
And when the first picture I took, there were 3 pelicans in that middle group, and one of them took off, and I just happened to catch it in flight, and so I've got a 3, 2, 1 progression.
I like that. That just,
So,
yeah.
worked out. And, that was the main thing I liked about this picture. It's well, not a bad pattern on the building. It's a kind of an anchor for the birds, but
Yeah.
I didn't get any close-ups of the pelicans, but it's,
It's like they're all waiting to fly. I'm not sure.
yeah, I don't know if they're seeing fish down below or seeing fishermen cleaning the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're waiting for takeout.
Yeah. Yeah. But, well, mostly the seagulls really get agitated when they think they can grab a meal somewhere along the pier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're relentless.
Anyway.
Well, obviously, it's a popular place with the birds. When
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Just, I think because people fish off there and they have the bait and they, I guess, clean fish sometimes. And
Yeah.
the guts go in the water or laying on the pier.
I was just referring to the guano all over everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that, but I thought I'd make a mess probably if I tried to take it out. So, and it's part of the scene.
Oh, yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. No, it adds to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pelican patina.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This,
Oh, pretty.
This
this
looks
is
nice.
the Santa Barbara Mission, one of the most beautiful in the state.
Yeah.
And I had to do a lot of work over right next to the fountain. There was a white electrical generator sitting there, portable generator, and a couple of light towers, because apparently they had some Christmas pageant in the front in the evening and had lights set up.
Mm.
So I had to use the clone tool a lot to get rid of that, but I think it came out pretty well.
Yeah.
No.
And
A lot of reflections in the water.
yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
what
Very
I
nice.
liked about
Mhm.
that. And the color, talking about patina on this fountain, that
Mhm.
I guess the algae and stuff in
Right.
the water that colors that. And yet it's still got some of the nice orange color to offset the blue dark sky there.
Yeah.
Sandy?
Yeah.
For balance, I mean, would it make any sense to crop harder on the left?
Mm,
I'm just saying because of the fountain
Oh,
and then the towers.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if it would. I'm just asking, tossing it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the lead in of the lines. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way this comes in. So I don't know. I guess
Yeah, maybe.
somewhere in here you can break it.
Yeah, although as it is right now, it is more of a mass of the size that kind of balances the
Yeah, I think
fountain.
I think the
it
lines
looks a
coming
little
in
stupid
were
that
better.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you get this convergence with these coming. out,
sure.
Yeah. Good
And there is enough weight there to balance out the fountain on the right-hand
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this brightness pulls you right into the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it works.
Okay. I can go with the next one, which got a little more treatment than the rest. This was a topaz, their watercolor filter, because I take out in the east end of Joshua Tree National Park,
Ah,
and they didn't have any of the real Joshua trees out there, but I found some variety of yucca and some big rocks. Made an okay straight picture, but I think it came out better softened up with the watercolor, and got some of the detail covered up. And so it's pretty much a one-step operation on that. The only thing I did have to go in the lower corner, because the topaz filter tends to kind of put webs between straight lines. And so I had to go color in some of those a little more green, because they were, that lower right corner, some pretty orange looking
So like
webs.
here and
Yeah, just right. Yeah, a little right between the two spots you pointed out, there were some
Yeah,
bad
that
ones.
is an artifact I wish they'd fix, but they
Yeah,
be more into programming the sharpening and the other tools, and kind of left studio behind.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
nice treatment.
Hey, well, thank you. Tried quite a few of them. That looked like the best for what I had to start with.
Mhm.
So,
Real nice, real clean.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
okay. Well,
Yep. I got a few more of my Italian stuff here.
oh, okay.
So this is
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Lake
yeah.
Como.
mm,
This is Bellagio, one of the streets coming down toward the water.
yeah. Oh,
beautiful.
those,
Mix it
yeah,
up, Roll over and have a
Oh,
couple of
gorgeous.
glasses of wine and some wine.
yeah.
What lens are you using here?
I believe this was my 18 to 150 on my mirrorless.
Hmm.
I can tell you real quick. Hang on here.
Makes me want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how many places in Italy are just about like this, a little street with cafes and
Yeah.
plants.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let me find out. Get information once more. Oh, this is actually my iPhone.
hmm,
Okay, I thought it was on my Canon.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder why you need anything else, doesn't it?
Yeah,
For some things, yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought that more than once myself.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they do a pretty good job. Well, I got the new 13 now, and I'm anxious to get out and play with it. I haven't done much. Let's see if it's that much better. Next one here.
Oh, yeah.
It's finally got some sunshine. It was still.
Mm,
It's one of the roads that goes up into the Duomo.
Right.
mhm. Oh, nice reflection off the pavement there.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's wet or,
Yeah, yeah.
It just-
it
okay.
rained in the morning, and I really
Okay.
like it on those glass barriers.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
yeah.
I did cool the pavement down a little bit with that color mix that Lightroom has,
Mhm,
the color grading.
mhm.
And then this was
Oh,
just outside of Rome. If you follow the Appian Way toward the coast, there's a town that was abandoned around 400 AD that's just enormous. And this is just part of the area we walked through.
oh,
The Goths were very ferocious.
So this area had built up for years and years as a port because it was right on the river, and then the river changed course,
Mm,
silted in and changed course, so it
yeah,
abandoned. But you know, this was quite a large commerce city, being that close to Rome.
yeah,
So it was their main port.
wow,
So there's just like an enormous amount of, you know, abandoned buildings there.
yeah. Imagine you took a lot of pictures in this
Oh,
area.
yeah.
It looks like there's
Yeah,
lots of things to
yeah,
shoot.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then this is
Oh, wow.
Oh,
back up in the Dolomites, the other end of town, other end of
Mhm.
the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
nice lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Just sunrise,
Mm,
still burning off the clouds and the fog.
yeah. Yeah.
Didn't do too much with this, just brought the saturation and sharpening up a bit.
Mm. And the slope of the the hills in the background matches the roof of the buildings.
Yeah.
The whole thing just
And also this
has a
tree line
nice
there.
slope.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool. And I was hoping this cow would separate a little better, but he didn't.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
but, yeah, you can see him down there. Unfortunately, I had some drain pipes there for whatever reason.
Mm.
This was just a very massive door in Genoa that I really liked.
Yes.
Wouldn't want to back into it.
No, it's pretty formidable. I think when it was closed, they were pretty secure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably to keep people from beating on it too, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's quite a door knocker too.
Door knocker,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was
Oh,
one of
Oh,
the
I love
churches
the
in
lighting.
Siena, but
yeah.
just happened to get it when the sun was really pouring in, so it's kind of neat.
That is beautiful.
Mm, yeah.
Well, you couldn't have timed that any better.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's,
Okay.
wow. Very nice.
Oh,
Very
thanks.
nice.
Was that last one with your phone or with your camera?
That was the camera.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, that's a camera, and I was back and forth on these interiors because they were usually pretty dark.
Sure.
Yeah, and then I had to play around with grain too. Let's see here. There's still some grain, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, it was a lot worse before I tried taking some of it out.
Wow.
yeah.
So that's what we got this week.
Yeah.
We turn
All righty then.